go. All right, people. There's gonna be a lot of uploads because I still have to I have to show the repair for my projector work. My projector's lamp replacement. Right now, I'm working on the gamer paint because it all started when I started building this screen, and I thought that I can actually, well, actually one thing leads to another, always in my head is how it works. So we paint this screen up. This is from a customer shipped back. And then we make a bigger screen out of it. And then as I'm looking at that screen, I'm thinking like, man, I could basically take the computer I have here, put that into a cardboard box, which I was going to do anyway. But put that in a flat torture rack system that I can actually hang up on the screen. And I can do my gaming off of it. And then I started thinking like, well, what if I design my own gamer screen? But then if I design my own gamer screen, I want my own kind of dedicated screen paint attached to it. And no sooner than that, there it is right there. Lord bless us with it. So there's a design of the label, and the ingredients is actually, I can't show you it, but the ingredients is right here on this piece of paper. And there's a label right there. That fast, that quick. Because I wanted a dedicated paint. There it is. Man. We've been developed that fast. And this is going to be an interesting one. Has a gorgeous label. Of course, they're all ultra short though compatible. And it's going to have brilliant, beautiful colors. A lot of brilliant colors. Especially when we do gaming, we have to go way overboard. When it comes to the technology's color capability, it has to be way over the box. And it has to have, especially for gaming, it's definitely going to need that Infinity 1 contrast. It has to have it. Right now, I'm putting together the boxes for my screen. I couldn't put a thumbnail in. Something's wrong with the when you do streams, it's not allowing me to put the thumbnail in. I was gonna put that in, but I couldn't do it. I'll show you what it looks like. But everything happens for a reason. Tomorrow we'll have the orders out for the customers. And if we don't get any rain, because when I went outside this morning, coming down here, it was sunny. Now, I'm going to check on a few things out there, and it's cloudy and cold. So it's a good chance we're probably going to get some rain today. And if that's the case, won't be out there with a cardboard screen. So I'm making my boxes, what I think is needed to start the process on this screen. I want to build something different besides square and do something completely different. in right from the door. Just gonna put it out there. You're gonna call it before I say it. It'll beat every certified screen, every single one. All the ones we have in our collection, call it till it pops up. It'll be fully ultra shoulder compatible. We got the lamp coming in for the $60 projector we have on the floor, so we use that one. I'll run it off my 720p over here, and it's going to pick up insane colors. So what makes the gamers different? Gamers are really crazy paints. I mean, they really do some wild stuff. Number one, because it's gamer paint, the colors have to be through the freaking roof. Because I like for my stuff to like eye candy at the end of the day. They have the ultra black capabilities because, again, contrast is extremely important in gaming, and it has to be to register extremely high white levels, because that's also very important for that color balance. The gamers are pretty much, they're maxed out screen paints. This one's going to be a little different. This one's going to be highly concentrated. It's a spray-on application only. Anytime you see a spray-on version of a technology or development, it's going to be a very high grade, which means it has front and rear capabilities. I'm going to spray one of these to cardboard screen, and the other one I'm going to make out of plexiglass. Take a 300 lumen Dell projector, put a sticker behind it, and it's going to come out like boom. Going to do. I can even submerge this thing underwater if I want, and it's fully weatherproof. Just to show you how insane it is, I'm not even going to design a specification sheet. Everything I just said, watch it do. I got the certifieds here, right there, waiting to go. So when my PS5, when I get done finishing my gaming computer, not this one, I got two I'm actually doing. I'm actually doing a high-grade version with the 5090 graphic card. And I'm also doing the retro system over there. Watch what the PS5 looks like on this thing. If you thought these screens looked incredible with this 720p projector under my glass, wait till you see what it looks like on a projector like a Christie LW505 at 5,000 lumens, 1920 by 1200. Yeah, it'll put a 4K to shame. And that projector cost me $500. We've just been playing around with this little projector right here. I haven't put it on any of the big boy projectors. So we're going to have this thing strictly dedicated for the gamers. And I can show you with the gray screen paint or white screen, or even certified in gaming applications, exactly where they'll fail. This one basically be exactly what's designed to do. So right now I'm building my my screen out of cardboard. Isn't that interesting? Out of cardboard. Buy when you can build. So I figure I wanted something different. I like this one we have here, but I want something different. And I'm going to do a really cool fan display. So we're going to do something called a stack fan, where we actually stack fans on top of each other. Gives it a really cool display. I'm going to come over for a minute. I'm going to save this. Oh, I forgot I got to go set this in stone now. So I think we're going to do this. It's a spray-on application. I want a special container for this thing. I don't want the average normal container. So I think we're going to do this at a 50 ounce. A 50 ounce would be perfect. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it as a 50 ounce. I love doing the gamers. 50 ounce. Really? I just put that in there twice. Come on, get it together. Let's try that again. 50. Drop your cap. Let's see. Oh. But the 50's not there. Why is the 50 disappearing? There we go. 50 ounce. I'm going to make these 50 ounce containers because they have to be sprayed on. Let me see, make sure we got this right. 50 ounces. I like it. That's why I tell people, hate on their stuff, but you pace yourself. You're gonna mess around and have a heart attack. And yeah, make a lot of stuff. I literally had to push some stuff back, but I really want a gamer. I do. I want a gamer. I mean, the Alpha has gaming capabilities, but I want something way beyond the Alpha. I want true eye candy. That's what people understand, that when you're gaming, your games are supposed to look realistic. You spend the money for the machinery to do it. Why would you cheat the effects on a screen that can't produce it? That's why you think gamers game on OLEDs. Produce that pure contrast level. That's what they want. You can't achieve that on a gray and white screen. It's not going to happen. So it's not going to happen. So when I'm doing a gaming application, I'm doing a gaming application, I expect that when I'm in a dark environment, it has to look like I'm actually in a dark environment. I want to see multi shades of black going off in that environment. When I see my armor, I want my armor to shine. I want it to reflect. I want it to look realistic. And when I fire a weapon off in that environment, I want to see that bright orange and red muzzle flash go off. That's what I want to see. Explosions have to look real. You can't achieve that with a gray and white screen. It's not going to happen. I don't care how much money you spend on your graphic card. It's not going to happen. I need my game to look realistic. And I can't achieve it with the gray screen. It won't read right. A $590 graphic card, not cheap. It's a very expensive card. costing more than the i9 that I want for this machine. And then if I'm playing retro games, I want the colors to look real. I want that real arcadey graphic look. I'm not going to get that off a gray screen. So that black is extremely important. But you're going to have to maintain them high white levels. And the color is going to have to look absolutely insane. Everything has to be done maxed out when you're doing gaming screens or gaming paint. And since that's a spray-on application, which makes it a lot easier to be applied to other stuff. So yeah, we're going to build a screen, build a little retro system. I got a RetroPie coming in. My buddy's building me a custom RetroPie for it. And I'm going to install some speakers and stuff and all kinds of cool stuff into it. It's going to be pretty nice. I'm going to spray that coating onto it. Now, the same way I see that label is the same way that technology has to react. I want that ultra black. I want those beautiful colors. That's what I want. I'm going to see it the exact same way. When I coat that down and I play a game on it, it should make a 720p projector look absolutely incredible. If I have to use a high-end projector to get it to work, it's pointless. Because that means my customers who may not be able to afford the projector we use in the demonstration won't achieve that level. That's why I'm strongly against people use high-level projectors in demonstrations, because it makes the other person, maybe they might not be able to afford that machine today, they can't get it. So that's why we use the low-level machines, or machines, again, that are not going to cost you a lot of money. Where is, okay, right there. So I started working on the label sort. Now, as I said before, any problems I have here from here on in, with someone saying it can make our products or duplicate our products, we're going to request a ship back. Yeah, we'll request a ship back on you. We'll go to your YouTube channel. I'll send you a message. Say, hey, look, we're going to do a ship back. And if you basically don't have the product, then pull it. If you don't, I'll have my investigator dig through your IP address and figure out where you're at. And we'll bring you into court and we'll sue the living crap out of you. So it's up to you and how you want to handle it. I give everybody an option. I believe in giving everybody an option. Because we got people at the end of the day that want to act like they have our products, don't own them, want to do fake demonstrations against our products, and we'll request a ship back on you. Let me see. Fle-Hpg Gamer. I think you do. Hopefully, I was talking to PayPal about the batch number verifications, and they said it's a good idea. I'm hoping they incorporate that and make that an immediate, that you have to do these things, and it should be. It protects the merchant. It also too gets a customer guarantee. And I'm going to talk to them more about that. I told them how we do it over here, how we basically test the products out. Everything's done through YouTube live stream, just like this is done through YouTube live stream. All the tests will be done that way. This product will have batch numbers on the back of it, which means they'll match the label. Everything's tested before it's shipped out, and we can request a ship back on the item. And they thought it was a fantastic idea. Now I'm going to see if I can push that into making that protocol, which means they will not do business, they will not sell your merchandise unless you can prove it actually does work. Now, if you're selling vintage toys on eBay, you don't have a way of actually manufacturing this stuff. It's virtually impossible. Some people manufacture, make their products. But if you're selling on eBay, look, this is how you need to protect yourself. And they said I should start doing videos on showing people how to protect yourself. They got that from PayPal, telling me I should start doing videos. But it's just simple. You're selling this right here. Say you're selling chargers like this, right? Let's just say that you get a bad customer and they swap this out for a faulty one, and they send you back the faulty one, but they keep yours. And then they take yours and they sell yours on eBay. So what you have to do is either you have to record You have to prove that what you sent over to them is legit. And because they're going to come back and say, hey, it didn't come back this way, it didn't come that way, they're missing pieces here. And this also cuts down a lot of scammers too that are scamming people on eBay. Record everything you put in the box. Record everything. Show it's in good condition, plug it in, show it's powering up, it works, everything. It takes a little time, but trust me, it's going to save you a ton of headaches. You put that in the box. Now, say the person doesn't want it, and he sends it back. He doesn't know you made a recording of that video at all, period. Now, you can mark it private if you want. And again, that person will go in there, they send you back, you get back 3 of these when you sent back 6. Now you're arguing back and forth. That person, hey, look, some of my merchandise is missing. I know what I shipped to you. And they're going to say at the end of the day, well, it's your word against mine. Because you know what you put in there, and they'll tell you this stuff. They'll send you messages over through text. They'll have these conversations with you and say, look, you know what I sent over, but it's your word against mine at the end of the day. Now, if you got a recording of you doing it, that's a different story. Now things change all of a sudden. That's why the batch numbers are extremely important. That's why the fellow over in England who went over and did that nonsense and thought he got around a batch number. No, you did not get around a batch number. PayPal had to put that money back in our account because we threatened to take PayPal to court and sue them. Because a batch number shows the product tested before it ships out. Good luck on trying to win that one. Somebody in their central office pushed that through. So we got a return on our account of $81, which equals 2 transfers to our account of an equal of $162. Exact price of what we paid for, what he paid for the product. Because you can get sued for those things. See, they didn't know we were recording and documenting our stuff. We started showing the videos and stuff. So I talked to somebody over there about the incident we had about this whole, we shipped back the product, we shipped back, product's working perfectly fine, there's a problem. And this is the process our company does. They went through our website because they will go through your website and read through your stuff. And they're saying, oh, shit, you guys got these policies in place. That's pretty good. Everybody should have these policies. Yes, everybody should have those policies. Which means I'm going to see what we would have to do to make sure that people who manufacture and make things have to show that the product is functioning. They have to be to provide test. Guess what that cuts down on? A whole lot of nonsense. There you go. Painting your screen down onto a surface and sticking it in a poorly lit environment with a high-end projector and saying, oh, it works. That's crap. You get it over here. I'll show you where it doesn't work. I'll show you where I can make it, match it, do a number of things to it where it's not going to function correctly. And this is the reason why when we come to get someone's product, bring it over here, we're faced with cancellations because, again, they know the testing that we do is brutal. They're not going to pass it. Nope. Man, we got his product down here. I tested that product against 10 different forms of gray paint. It matched every single one of them. I even found some old gray paint in the back. It wasn't even ours. It just came with the house. It still matched. Bullseye primer, the dark version of it, it matches stuff too. Got on YouTube. And you can request a ship back. I would love to see you request a ship back and put it against gray paint, but you won't do that because yourself will match gray paint. That's why you can't do ship backs. That's the reason why. There you go. There's the reason why. If we bought his stuff, say we got his stuff from somebody, he goes, oh, you got my stuff, I'm gonna request a ship back. All right, here you go. Ship it right back to you. And he puts it against gray paint, going to matching gray paint. Can you imagine the demonstration he did with the network gray? That was an actual ship back from a customer. You know how embarrassing that would have been? There you go. You can't do ship backs. Stuff is not tested. That's why. That's why he accuses his customers of tampering with his stuff. You gotta be to know your own stuff. If you open, ask him that question. How come you don't do exchange once the container is open? He gonna tell you right from the door because I don't know if the customer messed with it or not. So you're accusing all your customers of tampering with products? No, you don't know your own stuff. That's what it is. You don't know your own product. All I need is this right here. See this little projector? That's it. That's all I need. This is what I run over top of the screen. Just a little thing. I can't tell you what it is, but it pops up. It lets us know it's our stuff. That's it. That cuts down on the dumb nonsense of people thinking that, oh, it's just black paint. He can't tell the difference from another black paint. Okay. Okay. Hey, guys. I'm gonna watch the Goonies tonight. Yep. Let me see. Oh, we saved already. We put the saving already. We can cancel out. We saved already. So what are dummy labels? All right, now I'm gonna look up 240 millimeter fans. I should have put down PC fans. Good. Oh, they do got them right there. The 240s, they got the 200s. There's the 240. Gee whiz, really? Who the frick is putting 240 millimeters on a freaking liquid cooling system? Good gracious, that's huge. Oh, that's freaking sick. But they don't even make radiators that big to accommodate that thing. Gee whiz, so wait. That can't be a radiator system. That can't be. That's got to be the fan itself. So I'm thinking, gee, it's the same way for liquid cooling. These things are huge. Oh, they do have one of these for liquid cooling. What the heck? Really seriously? Yeah, big 240 millimeters are. They're huge. They're huge fans. Gee whiz Louise. Oh, shoot. Look at that right there. Oh, that one egg. I love shopping at Newegg. I got the crosshairs on here too. Crosshair. Look at that. Ooh. All right, let me get out of here because they're driving me crazy. That's freaking crazy. What the freak? Yeah, it's definitely crazy. That's me crazy. Do. PC fan. Okay, I can get the basics fans from, I don't know, who would have better? I think Amazon. Amazon does have some really good radiator fans. Again, I'm curious what the freak is taking a fan this big. That's a huge fan. I understand they put them on the side of the doors, but for a radiator, what radiator is the size of 240s? That's impossible. That's a huge radiator. That radiator would have to be like, oh god, man. Let me show you how big this thing would have to be. This is a 180 millimeter fan. So this thing is 240. So you can imagine the size of it over this. How big would the radiator be to fit on something that size? Yep. These are 80 millimeters. These are small. They find them in just about everything. But anyway, yeah, that's crazy. I would love to see the radiator system for that because that's freaking sick. I would install them anyway. Actually, if that's the case, I might just get one for yeah, get one for the 5090. All right. Some basic fans. I want to do it all in colors. I do want to do color fans, definitely. Let me see. What size do we have for the box? Oopsie. So for my box, we're not putting 80s in there. Gonna put, yeah, they're definitely gonna be 80s. No 180s won't fit in there. So we'll have to put in for the box, because this is the box. That's the side of our box right there for our wedge. So we can't fit the 80s. We can't fit the 100 sorry, the 120s would be pushing it. 80s would be perfect for it. 80s would be perfect. So the 80s are cheap, so which is good. All right, we won't need all that, so that's good. So basically, they're cheap right there. I can go pick them up at Amazon, not a problem. I think for my torture rack, I would like to have a large fan under the motherboard. So yeah, 180s would be perfect for that. 180s are pretty cheap. Actually, I got 180s here. I got one here that I can use. I'll use that 180 right there underneath of it, because that's what keep the motherboard nice and cool. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually take the entire machine apart, and we're going to basically connect everything from these extended cables. It's going to be spread out through a box system, and it's going to have fans underneath of it to keep it nice and cool. All the cables are all going to glow in the dark. And we're going to run about EL wire just about everywhere throughout the entire system. Also want an electric post system that actually connects from the two speakers and fans on each side. They're like it's giving off electrical charge, and it all feeds back into the PC. So that's what we're going to build. It's a very simple, easy build. Now, the one we're building with the PS5 is going to be interesting. That's going to be pretty simple. Pretty much, we have to strip the entire machine down because we can't use the case. We can't use anything with it. All has to be taken apart. Power supply, all that stuff has to be removed. We have to put extended cables. So basically, we can actually put the power supply in one place because I don't want it in the same place as the board because the board's going to have liquid cooling. So I'm going to run two different forms of liquid cooling. Actually, run a daisy chain of liquid cooling. I wanted to go from the CPU to the hard drive, but we can't use the hard drive. One of the hard drives is the internal hard drive. Basically, we can upgrade that to 4 terabytes. Is that 4 terabytes? And then you can have an independent one by itself, which is going to have inside of its own cooling case. That's going to be another 4 terabytes. We can actually put a cooling block on top of that, so we can jump from CPU to hard drive, back out of hard drive, back into CPU. I wish I could run it through the RAM, which would be pretty nice, but we can't. So we're going to get 2 of the PS5s. One is basically to modify, and the other one is to strip it down to figure out exactly what we can do with the board. And then we'll have our Fallout gaming PC we're going to be building soon too on top of that. $80 millimeters. You know, this is what we need now, 80, because we already have the whatchamacallit. We're going to make our own glow-in-the-dark paint too, so we do that automatically. Don't have to worry about that. I want lead. Since it's so cheap, I cannot glue these out on time at all. Can we get a set of 4? Would be nice if I can get a set of 4 of these all together. Let's see. Oops, my bad. Need lead. There we go. There we go. It's 120. 120 is going to be too big for that box. We need 80s. And the only thing about the system over there has an i5 processor, which is more than enough. Oh, I forgot. The RAM has to be upgraded just a little bit. So it's about 4 gigs of RAM on that thing. Got to upgrade it to about at least 8. So that'll be good right there. 8's comfortable for down. We're just buying 8-bit games on it, which is 4 is enough 8-bit games. But just in case if we want to do some Dreamcast games or something, whatever we're going to put on there, you know, just want to be super safe than sorry. So we'll put 8 on there. I can't believe I'm actually putting 8 on there, and the system, I think the what is it, which one have 16? I think the PS5 has 16. 16 on theirs. Hold on for a minute. PS5 RAM capability. Yeah, 16. They got 16. So they got 16 on there. And the PC I'm building has 192 gigs. Good gracious. That's a lot. That's a freaking lot. That's a heck of a lot. Yeah, it has a lot. I'm curious what we're going to be downloading on that machine at the end of the day. But they have 16, which is pretty good. It's extremely good for a gaming system. Actually, it is. The graphic card, on the other hand, I mean, at least you got a 30. No, I forgot. They don't use the 3090, the 3060s in there. They got something else. They got some AMD something chip in there. But yeah. My concern about the system is the hard drive. The hard drive is poor. It's extremely poor. So the hard drive can be upgraded. And then on top of that, the whole cooling system is trash. They gave you all that little fan on top. What the freak you supposed to do with that thing at the end of the day? That fan is garbage. Yeah, I'm surprised these systems don't overheat. They probably have overheated and probably red ringed or whatever the heck these things do now. You can't take a system and stick it inside of something that looks like a purse, because it does, like a purse. And then put this little fan on top of it and go, it's going to work. No, it's not. No, liquid cooler, they like that thing because it's going to be a problem. And I like the fact that they did add in the holes to put in a liquid cooling system. So I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to take the whole thing apart, put my liquid cooling system in, snap it into my case, and be done. What case are we doing this on now? Might have to get a case, but I want a small case. Thermaltech at the V20, I think it's a V21 or V12, I think it is. I think I'll get that one and ice it up. Oh, I'm gonna ice it up and make the entire PS5 like it's in a big block of ice. Definitely had to be a sick design to do. Okay, that'll work. And I think that case is like $50 now. All right, so let me see. We're doing two things at the same time in my head. We're doing for the 80 millimeters for power over here. But I want the glues. Oh, what do we have here? What are you? What are you? Oh, yes, I do love these. Yeah, these gonna look great. I like these right here. All right, I'm gonna put you right here because I'm definitely gonna chop in on your page. I'll put you right there. That's for me. I'll get some. And these are good, perfect color. These are perfect color I need for my setup for my cardboard setup. But getting back to the PS5, let me see. The liquid cooling system for hard drive, and when you went for a solid state drive, and I need a case for that. So Thermaltake, I think it's a V12. Thermaltake V12 case. Yes, there's the V20, sorry, V21. I know it's one of those. Yeah, this is what we're going to put our PS5 in. This is a fantastic case. I can get this for $69. Yes. This is what we're going to be using. This is where my PS5 is going to sit at. Oh, look at that, man. Nice, massive fan. We can put it in the front, even though we won't need it because we're using liquid cooling. But I'm going to use it as an intake fan. Let me get a look at the inside of the chassis. Yes, sirree. Oh, yeah. So PS5 will fit in there perfectly. I can put the hard drive right here, the back of the other 4 terabytes right there. Nice little compartment right here, so I can put the power supply in there. Power supply has a weird shape to it on the PS5. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually build a square casing around it so we can fit that into that little compartment right there. And drop some extra fans on top of that power supply. So we have, let's see, power supply for the PS5. Oh, look at this thing. Looks like a boot. I'm going to kick you with this boot. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to build me a nice little case around this. So let's see. We can build. Let me see. I'll get one up front. I'm going to get a good look at one of these up front. Okay. This is it right here. That's a better look at it. So basically, we can put in the extenders, but I want to put a case like from here to here around it. And I want to put it under a fan, like a large fan. So I'm going to build a fan system for the top and for the bottom. That way I can just slide it in where the power supply is going to be at, if it was a regular power supply, and basically cool it down and keep it nice and cool. Because I doubt it has any fans on it. Yeah, there's no fans on it too. It's supposed to have, you're supposed to have massive fans on your power supplies, right? Yeah, we're going to build a fan system around this. So we're going to put this inside of a plastic case, install a fan for the top and the bottom, and have it so we can slide it right into the side of the case. That's why it'll fit nice and snug, because I don't want this thing bouncing around. There's no way in the world to hook it into it, because look how weird shape it is. So we're going to have to put this inside of a kind of a box with a nice ventilation system and fans, intake and outtake. So you'll have fans drawing air in and taking fan air out at the same time. And we can just connect this. Where's my Thermaltake? There we go. We can connect it right in this little compartment right there. We have that's the opposite side of the board. Where's the other side? Here we go. So right there. See that little pocket right there? That's where we're going to stick it at. We're going to make a little tiny case so it fits right in there. You can get these flat fans about that flat that'll run from the top to the bottom. And we're going to put a motherboard opposite side, wrong side, right there. There we go. Got a nice little peekaboo window. We're going to do something really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to freeze the system. We're going to make it look like it's totally sitting in a block of ice. This is where you get into silicone, and they got this stuff that basically causes the glass to frost and crack at the same time. And then for the stalactites of ice that'll be sickles that'll be coming off, what we're going to do is going to actually take up our optic fiber wire, and we're going to actually push that right inside the little I can't how I would explain it. Gee whiz, you know, the icicles. We're going to put optic fiber lighting, and we're going to put some high glow blue in there. So when they trigger off, it's going to look like it's a frozen system. It's going to be crazy when we get done with it. It's going to be so frosty, it's not even funny. And look at it like, oh, it's so frosty. So yeah, that's what we're going to do with it. Probably put some action. I'm going to put Olaf in there. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Olaf. I'm going to put Olaf in there. We got plenty of room in there to play to put some work in. And there's a section in there too. On top of that, I can see we can install the radiator system from the top if we want. There's plenty of room for the liquid cooling system. That's why I need the liquid cooling system to have its own reservoir, because I need an actual liquid pushing through it, bounce from air. We're going to use a nice cold ice blue for our liquid pushing in and out. So everything's going to be iced in there. We're going to put the PS5 in the ice box. There's the kill switches right there. I want to resolder all those. I'm going to take them out, resolder, reconnect them right back in there with the kill switches. This is only fun. I'll pop that logo off and make my own logo. I can't deal with this. I've never could. Console systems, I'll sit on my desk, I look at them and like, let's say the older ones, the old-fashioned ones, I won't touch those with a 10-foot pole because they're old ones. But any of the newer systems, yeah, eventually I take them apart because I get bored of looking at them. Everybody's got the same case. That's the one thing I don't like about the Xbox 360. Everybody had the same case, and I hated it. Some people I see in there have some modifications, some stickers, or whatever they put on it. I had to take mine out of the case, put it inside of a UFO case, and redesign it. Just couldn't stand it. And this whole case right here, this has to be stripped down. So we have to strip the entire case down, and we're going to have to repaint it because the color that it is, I don't like it. The black is not going to work for me. What are we going to get? The only color we can get is black. The only color? What's this right here? Oh, this is the tower. I don't know the tower. Oh, they got a smaller version of it. This is a smaller one. What are you? Oh, much more room. I can definitely play around this a little bit more. I wonder. So the PS5 board isn't that big. Yeah, but I wouldn't be to run. I probably would have less of a chance. I probably could run the reservoir through there and all liquid cooling system. It's only in black too. So this thing comes completely apart, which is good. So I'm gonna coat this a mixture of silver and blue. That's what we're gonna do. Silver and blue coating. And then what we're gonna do is when we actually get done with it with a nice silver and blue coating, we're going to basically reapply a glow-in-the-dark high fluorescent paint throughout the entire system, and then we're going to put a glacier of a silicone to make it look like it's ice, like it's frozen. So when the black lights hit it, the whole entire thing's going to glow. It's going to push right through that silicone. It's going to be gorgeous. Let's go up the frost zone. Hey, do I have any compartments in the front? I'm going to put a fan controller in there too, so I can actually speed my fans up. Let me see. I should have something in the front, right? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, let's go look at this baby. Thermaltech. Oh, sound snap. Oh, come on. We have music on bird. And which one is that one? Is that the one? It's the smaller one or the bigger one? Let me see. Wait, sound. Here we go.
Measure dimensions. Obviously, it's a very small cubicle chassis. SPCC material.
Wait, so that's the wait, hold on. Wait. Which one is this one? I want this one instead. I'm getting that one instead. Alright, this one have a video attached to it? No, it doesn't. Alright, whatever. We'll just look at this one right here. I'm just curious.
This is Shannon with Thermaltake, and today we're going to introduce you to the Core V1
Right, bro.
ITX chassis. Now that we have the Core V1 out of its box, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the important spec details for the Core V1 Mini ITX chassis. Okay, here you see the spec details. Core V1 model name, case type, it's a Mini ITX 2. Here's your dimensions. Obviously, it's a very small cubicle chassis. SPCC material. Drive base.
Got a front intake fan at 30 mil, 200 to 30 mil. Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good.
2 expansion slots for full-size graphics cards. Standard Mini ITX motherboard support. I/O ports, which is your standard front I/O. We'll show you again once again shortly. You have the cooling system on the front, which is included the 200mm fan.
So fan ports, and we can put in 120, 140. 200mm rear? Are you kidding me? Oh, that would be the fan that was in the front. 200 for that? Wow, that's pretty cool. We're definitely gonna put in a 200. We're gonna build a reactor core out of that thing.
What kind of coolant you have? All the way up to 140 mil on air cooler. Otherwise, you have your sort of in and out.
So that thing has, I can put a 200mm fan on the rear. Boy, we could design something really sick out of that. I can have a core system coming right through the metal. I have to actually cut holes into the metal case because I want a basic power system running out of the case and back into the liquid cooling system. Oh, we're gonna hook this thing up. We're gonna hook it up. I need a pulsating light back there, a nice pulsating light, and I do need some strobes. Oh, this thing's gonna be sick. I had no idea it was 200mm. That's a huge freaking fan.
Other chassis for the graphics card to show, along with your tissue insulation, anywhere from 180 to 200 plus millimeters, basically, depending on what you put there. But we'll take a look at that shortly. So let's take a look inside the chassis and see what kind of fitting options and other features the chassis has to offer. Okay, now looking at the chassis itself, you have the front, which is a filtered mesh. Going here, that allows your inlet airflow.
Yeah, air is traveling through here.
Side, which allows airflow through the chassis, into the side, or out to the side as needed. Now let's take a look at the front I/O ports. Okay, now here we have the front I/O, starting with your hard drive LED and power LED. Then you have your power button, along with dual super speed USB 3.0, headset and microphone port, and your reset button to round out all of your front panel connectivity. Front panel pulling everything.
Look at the size of that fan. I mean, that's really not going to keep my system cool. My system will be running liquid cooling. This is just going to be for show, for fun. That's all for fun. My 240s are way bigger than this, but still, it's just for show, for fun, because my system's going to run a liquid cooling system, so this is pretty hot. We got to do something crazy with that. Definitely crazy with that. Definitely got to have some kind of power system coming out. Boom, boom, like this, like all these cables and stuff just connecting to this massive generator. All right, people, I got to go. I got some things I got to work on, and I got to check for my packages. Thank you all, and God bless.